ever wish you could see into the future? I did too, back before I was the Sultan of Solana. Handsome, aka the former Sultan of Solana. I'm out here fighting for you, BitBoy, aka current Sultan of Solana. I know you would have used your purple crystal ball to buy Bitcoin at $1, but what about CHAINLINK back in 2021? Before it went from 2 cents to 48 bucks and became everyone's favorite oracle on Ethereum, a boring chain. Today, I'm diving into Pith Network, the CHAINLINK of Solana. And as a special reminder, Mr. X has given us exactly 2 picks for this bull run, altcoins. There may be more down the road, but Pith Network, along with Ondo, are coins highly recommended to add to your portfolio from the mysterious and powerful Mr. X. The big money is there behind this oracle network with the purple crystal ball logo. But today, we're going to look at the use case to see if this could be one of the biggest movers of this entire bull run. Seriously, let's get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, BitBoy. If you want to learn more about crypto and how to play the crypto markets to put yourself and your family in a better financial position, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you enjoy when I look ridiculous for you. Okay, so Pith Network, one of our famous Mike Tyson coins, along with Phemex. That's actually a good coin too. Really spend some time figuring out that joke, if you didn't. If you don't already know what a blockchain oracle is, I'll sum it up in 30 seconds or less. An oracle network is a decentralized system that provides real-world data to smart contracts running on a blockchain. Since blockchains are closed ecosystems, they cannot access information from the outside world without assistance. It's almost like they need a lamp and a genie. Oracles bridge this gap, allowing smart contracts to interact with external data sources and trigger actions based on real-world events. This data is used by decentralized finance or DeFi platforms that need accurate price feeds, prediction markets, and insurance products that rely on external data for claim verification. Basically, oracles bring the outside world onto the blockchain.
What makes a smart contract smart? Is it the way it's written? Well, sort of. What makes a smart contract smart is the quality of the data you feed it. And yet, much of the real-world data that blockchain applications use, whether it's cryptocurrency, stocks or commodity prices, come from third-party aggregators who are themselves dependent on another source for information. If the data they receive is flawed or a second too slow, well, you know what can happen.
Pith Network transfers data from information sources like exchanges, market makers, and providers of financial services. Its biggest selling point is its speed, providing low latency market data using Solana, with data that updates every 400 milliseconds. Also notable is that this token also pumped a whole bunch of money into Solana. The multi-million-dollar Pith airdrop foreshadowed the most recent jump in Solana's price at the end of 2023 and followed 2 months later by a $700 million airdrop from Solana exchange Jupiter. Pith Network's Pith token was one of the massive liquidity injections that put Solana back on the map, but more on that later. I want to show you a tweet that gives a great visual on Pith Network's stats since its launch in April of 2021. 500 billion in total trade volume, over 1 million client downloads, 900 million cross-chain price updates, which means Pith Oracle data can be used on other blockchains using its PithNet protocol, and over 100,000 Pith stakers. So comparing Pith Network to CHAINLINK, the Pith token is being traded, used, and staked, but it's currently at a much better entry point than CHAINLINK's Link token. Pith Network's market cap is just under $1.4 billion, and CHAINLINK is almost 9 times that, with $9.1 billion in total market cap. CHAINLINK's Link token is ranked number 15 on CMC, while Pith is sitting at number 62. It was not even in the top 100 earlier this year. The price of Pith traded at $1 when Solana was at its most recent high of around 200 bucks back in March and April of 2024. This is up significantly from lows of 27 cents in January. Right now, 1 Pith costs about 40 cents, with a circulating supply of 3.6 billion. Only a third of the tokens are currently in circulation, with a total Pith supply of just under 10 billion Solana-based tokens. The next token unlock is in about 11 months. And you can check out the unlock schedule on this website. This is one of the best unlock schedules for major tokens now, since the bull run most likely will last less than 11 more months. Since Mr. X gave us Pith, I would look at that next date as a possible end of the bull run. I believe it will end in April of 2025, and this would put it in May. Before I get into some of the cons of buying Pith token and details on staking, let's get back to the Pith airdrop and why it matters. The Pith Network airdrop put $140 million in Solana users' wallets. This was huge during a time when we only had a hint that Solana was going to become the powerhouse it is today. After it was demoed by Sam Bankman-Fried, The bonk price rally started in November of 2023, which actually got things kicked off, had a net overall 20,000% increase since it launched in 2022. At the time, on-chain data showed Solana maintained consistent daily active users. But it wasn't until Pith Network and then Jupiter injected millions of dollars into the Solana ecosystem with new airdrops that everyone in blockchain saw Solana's true potential for this upcoming bull run. The first Pith airdrop rewarded community members, user, and client applications with 255 million Pith tokens. Over 163 million Pith tokens were claimed, followed by a second round of airdrops announced in February of this year for makers of 167 decentralized apps that use Pith data. Eligible protocols include Solana native dApps like Jupiter and Solend, and tokens were also distributed to projects that weren't on Solana, like Stacks, Helium, PancakeSwap, Rodent, and more. They put out a tweet on February 7th that said over 160 dApps received tokens across 27 chains. Like I mentioned earlier, Pith Network is a unique Oracle system because it uses the speed of Solana. Data on Pith updates every 400 milliseconds and uses something called confidence intervals for price uncertainty estimates. It provides real-world data to smart contracts, and this is something we're going to need, especially as more financial transactions happen on-chain. So what are some of the cons in investing in Pith? I'm noticing there isn't a lot of engagement on Pith Network X posts, which shows the community isn't super active. This is normal for protocols that aren't mega sexy meme coins or NFT projects, but I think low engagement could have something to do with Pith Network staking. While I believe that buying and even staking Pith Network tokens is a great way to multiply your Solana holdings as the value goes up over time, there's an interesting catch on staking. When users stake tokens, it gives holders voting power, but currently there are no APY rewards. That's something to think about because you can't hold the token long term and actually gain rewards. Although I'm hearing online that this decision is not final and could change in the future through governance. So you might want to keep an eye on that. But back to Pith Network's purple crystal ball. Many of us didn't see into the future potential price action of Solana back when it was $8. And now we need a way to beef up those Solana bags before we head into what I believe will be an epic Solana bull run. This is where plays like Pith Network come in. They're on the Solana network and have the potential to run even harder than Solana when momentum gets going. If we play it right and swap some Pith tokens for Solana at its peak, those Solana bags might be looking pretty good when crypto prices are sky high. Now, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because after Solana proved everyone wrong and became the #1 most used blockchain of this bull market so far, I've got my head on a swivel for new Solana-based protocols that could rack up some serious SOL gains. So make sure you don't miss a single video, and make sure you'll be a SOL survivor. Shout out Dacon and Jeezy. Comment down below with your plan to maximize Solana gains. Tell me what you think of Pith Network. So I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.